Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. For my Muslim
Right.
friends. Okay. Now we are. I'm really happy to have you guys here with me tonight, and I'm so glad that I see like a lot of enthusiasm from you guys to want to join this session with me. And tonight we're going to talk about life lessons and growth. Okay, this is based on the feedback form you guys fill out from last week, right? Okay, and this one won the votes. So here we are, and the rules. Actually, I planned this rule for those who still struggle to express themselves in English. So they would. And here I put like a prep time to answer for 2 minutes, and then they will share it for 3 minutes. But if you all feel comfortable to just like answer directly, you can do so. So you don't need any preparation time. But if you need time to prepare, just tell me and then I'll give you time to prepare. Okay?
Okay.
There's no any complicated rules whatsoever. All right. So here are the questions that I've prepared for each one of you to pick to choose one. And you are not allowed to have the same question anyway. However, you will still be asked if I want to. So it's my decision actually at the end of the day. However, maybe the first one who can choose the question will be from Kak Jia first because she's the one who joined first. Kak Jia mau yang mana?
I'm gonna go with number 7.
Okay. And then next Kak Andri,
I'm gonna go with number 9.
number 9. And then Carlo.
I think it's difficult for me to choose now.
Yeah, okay.
And I skip it. And
Yeah, okay. I'll just pick a question for you then. Okay. Maybe Mas Patrian,
Yes.
which one do you want to answer or kind of interested to answer?
For
Okay, and maybe for Carlo, number 1 day. Actually, I've provided also here useful vocabulary or expressions for to help you answer the questions. But if you feel like you have other expressions to answer it, it's okay too. These are just like some guidance. Okay? Okay. Yellow. Ah. Okay. The first one is Kak Jia. Your
What the
question was
habit
no,
or
yeah.
mindset help you grow as a person? Yeah, I used to be overthinking person for the small thing people do and people talk or anything that I did. I keep going back and asking, is it enough? Is it all right? Is it so? Then I get stumbled in a book. It's a bit religious, but it helps me in a way. It was saying that if you feel grateful, you should be grateful for the feeling itself, for God put it inside your heart. So it means everything will not gonna happen if God not allow. So it helps me to grow further and understand that in the end, if you're already trying your best, the results, just enjoy it. So whatever it comes, it's gonna be a lesson for you. Either it's in negative way, it's in positive way. They always bring it as a lesson. So just doing yourself the best. But if you never try, you never understand that either it's success or not. So failure is never been something that, I mean, when you fail, it means you try already. But if you're doing nothing, then it's meaningless. That's what I want to share.
Okay, interesting. Oh, you've answered this for 1.5 minutes. That's quite fast. Thank you, Kak.
Thank you.
Okay, so I take it that so as a Muslim, I can understand like the term exactly is about qadarullah, right? Yeah, it's about qadarullah. So nothing will ever happen without Allah's permission and Allah's ridho in our belief. And I agree with you because I do have the same mindset now. It helps me to gain peace actually. So
Yeah, true.
I won't keep questioning like why and why. I will just like okay. I think that's also part of adulting. And also like okay, I learned something, and this mindset actually should be taught to us from little. So, but because we live in a country that probably doesn't actually support us into learning such theme, I guess. So yeah, I get to learn about this on my own, well, through my mom actually, and then that's how I understand like exactly so I should live like this. So this is what tawakal means. Like we keep saying tawakal, tawakal, but we don't know what tawakal means, yeah. Okay. Anyone want to give a response for Kak Jia's answer, or maybe you have a different uh, perception about her answer?
Actually, there is a lesson last time when yeah, my elder daughter, she's in boarding house, and then I get a call from someone else telling that, hey, I saw your daughter like this, and I when I have a time to talk to her, and she's saying, I'm not doing that, and I say, I do believe you, but if this news come to me through other person, it means Allah allow it to hear to me. So it's a reminder for both of us to be careful. So yeah, it's a way that everything's happened to you for a reason. So I teach my children to understand that when something happened to you, it doesn't mean you do it wrong or you're doing not right. It's just that God's way to remind you that you need to be careful or you need to be grateful. And it's happening too with her way of choosing the high school, because there's two high school. She really want to go to the great one, and there's also another one. So actually she's teaching me this as well, and she's saying that, Mom, I already pray that you already doing your best, I already doing my best too, but whatever come to me, that's the best way. So you didn't have to force for me to go to the that school. So yeah, that's other way around, that I thank God for giving me a chance to learning even from my daughter.
Mashallah. Okay. Thank you, Kadia, for sharing. And seems like I don't hear anyone raising their hands want to ask a question maybe. But all right. We'll give the other members to answer their question then. Lucu banget sumpah ini tulisnya gemas. Okay. Mas Fatrian next. Mas Fatrian number 9 ya?
Yep, number 9. Sorry,
Okay.
number 4.
Oh, number 4.
What challenge?
What challenge helped you become stronger?
My challenge helped become stronger. Actually, one of the most defining moments in my life is when I resigned for the first time. I think it was 2012. Yeah, I was having a communication breakdown with my boss, my direct supervisor. I did not have healthy communication the way we are communicating. So a lot of times he just give like one or two direct sentences as an instruction or just telling, and it's just not good. So I was jobless actually. After that, I don't have any more, quite scary at the beginning, but there is also a blessing because coincidentally during that time it was a Ramadan, yeah. So after I was resigned is actually I think the first week of Ramadan. So the whole month, I can keep the prayers, I can focus on the fasting and everything, and it was actually quite quite refreshing. Yeah, I can reflect, I can think about my career, what I want to do, and basically after that time, I just if I want to resign, I always have the right reasons, and I think that's the thing. Yeah, every challenge should be a moment for growth. So all the negative things, all the bad things that actually happen, there's always a silver linings, and I always try to find that. So at least, oh, you have done this before. You don't want these bad things to happen again. So you need to take lessons from that. So that's I think that as a person, and if you are facing this kind of tough challenges, actually the tougher the challenge, I think the more growth that you will have. So that you need to embrace, basically. If there is any challenge, then perhaps God doesn't kill you to make you stronger. So that's my take on the question. Thank you.
Thank you, Mas Patrian. Very wise of you, Mas Patrian. I really like your quote. Like, I really want to like frame it. Maybe the bigger, the tougher the challenge. Yeah, sebenarnya the more you grow, and to me, I also take it like the bigger the reward. Actually, yeah, the tougher the challenge, the bigger the reward. It's always like that. Like when we, and I really like that moment that you share, that when you was jobless at that time and you spend your time at Ramadan. And actually Ramadan itself, we know it as a month to reflect, and that happens on you. And that's why Allah always tell us to, probably there's some non-Muslim here, but maybe something to share, that we pray 5 times a day, 5 times to reflect, right? So that's why I think Kak Jia and Mas Patrian's story is really like, I really like this session. Oh my god. I'm the one being grateful that you are here with me. Okay, anyone want to maybe ask something from Mas Patrian, like any insight or suggestion that you want to get from him?
Yeah, can I ask something?
Sure, Kak.
Yes, please.
We live in Indonesia, and it's most patriarchy thing. I was wondering, when you didn't work that time, are you already married or you not married yet?
Not yet, yeah.
Yeah, but sometimes for the men it's quite challenging when you don't have any job, and people were questioning.
Yeah.
That's the struggle in yourself. And now I see you can I mean, you have the victory of it, seeing you right now and talk. I mean, you achieve already a lot after that. And what's the ways thing you can come in afresh to share with us?
I think my biggest lessons after that resigning, I know that I was too emotional. So even though when I was actually resigned, the boss that I have a breakdown with, actually he asked me to stay, but because of my stubbornness, no, you're too late. You should ask me like 1 week or 2 weeks back, because you just put a very grumpy face all the time, and then suddenly when I was already give resign, that's my younger self ego, yeah. So that's.
But I think you became a big man after that, because you could admit that that's my ego. It's hard for a man to say that I'm doing that because my ego.
Yeah. So luckily I learned that early during my time. So when I was married, I did not go this way lah. So basically I ensure I have responsibility. I need to take care of people around me, people who are becoming responsibilities. So even when I resign, I keep the bridge open in my previous company. I open at least several doors also. So if there is anything doesn't work out, I know I never move just interview and everything, but I really do like due diligence on the company, on who are the people that I will work with. So yeah, because of that ego lessons, I need to kill it lah in the future. So basically, just using your common sense and sometimes just use your gut feeling. If I need to change jobs, and just for record, I think I moved job at least 5 or 6 times already. So it's quite. I think it gives me a lot of lessons so that I can improve every time.
I served as HRD for quite a long, and it's really tough to find someone who say my weakness is, but I can change my weakness to become. It's rarely to found when you give a question that can you mention your weakness. It's more easier when people say I could do this, I could do that, but can you tell your weakness and how can you overcome like that? It's rarely.
Yeah. So actually, this is also one of my challenge that happens during my. I think one of my early interviews, I was asked these questions: "What is your weakness?" But at the time, I don't know the framework. Oh, you need to
Know your SWOT, etc., etc.
yeah, write your weakness, but actually turn it into your strength.
Yeah,
Right? But I
yeah.
just mentioned, oh, I'm a egoist and have a mood swings, but I don't really frame it. So every time I just master all the interview questions, basically 20 questions. I know all the frameworks and everything, so I become the master of this. I never failed an interview. I was at least get an offer even until that until this. I don't want to brag, but at least that also one of the key lessons. Yeah, I during my failed interview during that time, so I was prepared for the interview really.
Yeah, Mas Ardin also keep telling me like, wah, make a session for learning interview in English with Mas Fatrian. Make a session. Ya Allah. Yeah, I will inshallah. Like he keep pushing me to make one. Okay. Be patient. I just start this. Hello. Okay. So yeah, I mean, looking at the experiences that you guys share, also from Mas Fatrian, like I probably didn't pass, didn't apa namanya ngikut ya, gimana sih caranya bahasa Inggrisnya, ya, do the same path on your go on the same path on you, and also as a man you have a different responsibility, and me, I think I have a privilege as a girl. Like, I mean, although in Indonesia ada aja ya ujiannya between men and women, ya be gitu yang komen, but however I do not really care about the stigma for girl in Indonesia, but I just feel grateful that I'm a woman and a Muslim, so I don't feel like burden that I have to mencari nafkah, ya nggak sih gitu. But in a way, like when Mas Fatrian said that the challenges help you grow and make you stronger, and then you pass like many interviews, and then you became a master of it. Like the fail, like Kak Jia also said lah, the failure means that you tried and then you learn from it. That's why you can master it. Ya nggak sih? Okay, that's actually a good thing. And kayak I'm someone who doesn't like to take risk. Yeah, I really like to stay in my comfort zone. So when I see people like Mas Fatrian, I'm like, how can you do that? Like I'm amazed by that. But probably it's due to your also your role as a man too. Yeah, so that could be also one of the reason. But anyway, maybe we can, if any Richmond mau asking, no, atau enggak.
No. I think it's enough. Wow.
Okay. All right. I think Carlos is still driving. And Andri, do you want to ask something from Mas Fatrian? Like any suggestion or any... Ada nggak?
Back at that time, what job that you resigned? If you don't mind.
What job you resigned from, Mas?
I was having, I think at that time I have 3.5 years of experience. I was a engineering supervisor, yeah, because my background is engineering. So I was engineering supervisor in one of the factory, German company. Actually, the location is in Depok, ya, Cimanggis.
Oh,
So I resigned from that job.
tetangga. Okay. Is that enough, Andri?
Want to elaborate more?
That's an impressive job.
Ya, I mean, ya alumni ITB ya, kayak rata-rata engineering ya, relate ya rata-rata ke sono.
And actually during that role, I was actually hired as a management trainee. So I was
MT.
rotated to a few different departments. I was actually on the after becoming the management trainee, I was straight away to becoming supervisor, and then actually already on the path lah, becoming the manager, assistant manager at least. But I just give all those out because of this ego, of this ego thing with my boss.
Oke, so Kak Jia tadi nomor 7 ya, Mas Satria nomor 4. Oke, next berarti Kak Andri number 9, right?
Oh yes,
Ya,
number
kan?
9.
What's something you used to believe but don't anymore?
It's been like 4 years since I'm graduated from high school, and when I'm still in high school, I used to believe this is quite like provocative statement, but I used to believe that everyone should go to college and like because I have this logic of like, oh, people who statistic. I think I see statistic that people who already got bachelor degree are like having struggled to find a job. So I was thinking like, how if you don't have a bachelor degree? That would be like worse. So I was thinking like people should get college immediately. Like I was thinking like that. I'm even saying some like big statement about like uh people are so like stubborn to not getting degree and like they should work harder and stuff like that. But ironically, 4 years forward, I don't have a degree at all. I'm working after I graduate. I'm just working. I'm a new job in hotel industry, so I'm not really like having a degree. So it's like I'm living like irony. I'm living in my own how do you say irony? I don't know, but that's just like I used to believe that. But now after I experienced by myself, felt that it's not as easy as it seemed. Like back in the day, I was like, oh, I need to apply this university and stuff like that. Apply for SNPTN, get into this, get into that. But I'm not taking the measure of like financial and like the whole struggle about like moving far away from your family. I'm not thinking about that. I'm just thinking about I just want to get into university as quick as possible. But I don't know. I think award have different path for me. So and also financially, I don't think I can do that at that point. Uh, yes, and also uh, after experience with many of my friends that doesn't have a college degree and they are totally fine. It's not like the end of your life. So I feel like I was very overdramatic back when I was still in high school that oh I should get college degree and blah and blah and blah. But nowadays, ironically, I don't have any college degree, but I'm so happy. Like I don't that stressed out for and and some of the funny thing is that it's not funny thing actually. It's just regular thing, but most of my one of my friends like two or three they have like bachelor degree and like engineering but they're working in the same field as I am and that's just something like oh my god I glad I don't take a college degree but that's fine because I learned so much after you earning money I feel that you just want to work you don't want to in college but I still know that having college degree is very important for your future like statistics speaking, like you can get out of poverty if I'm not wrong if you have a college degree. So yeah, that's my take. And also personally, but I used to believe if I can take personally, I used to believe that like for example in my family I live with my grandpa and I used to believe that I should have like because my father is working like uh, out of my city working like in Papua. So I used to believe that I need to stay with my grandpa to just like put some like my father's side in my family. But sometimes I feel like when uh, the situation like in my house is very abusing, like living with my grandpa who I was yelling at me, saying like bad word to me, I'm feeling like it's okay to like prioritize my happiness first, even though it's quite hard to living my grandpa. But I think to prioritize your own happiness is very important. So I used to believe that I just cannot get out from that house because I used to believe that, oh, I should take care of my grandpa. But as time go, I'm feeling like prioritizing your happiness is more important than like going crazy. My brain is going to explode if I live in one more second in that house. So I think choosing to get out of the house is something that I used to believe is impossible, but currently I live in that. So yes, I think that's all from. Thank you for listening.
Thank you, Kandri, for sharing. To be honest, that kind of mindset that that kind of belief that after you graduate from high school, you have to directly go to university is still happening up until now, and that happens to my students here too. Like, their parents keep pushing me to put them in university as soon as possible. Like, hello, that's takdir. Hello, I cannot gitu loh. If it's about takdir, it's in the hand of God. So you can only try to pursue it, but you cannot just say like, okay, I give my children to you, and you are supposed to make them get into university X. Okay, do you know your children are like blah 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 blah? We even do like psychological tests, etc., etc., and then after they got the test, the parents suddenly realize, so my son or my daughter is like this, and then they realize that their children are not yet prepared to be in university actually. So they still need time to develop, and then still need times to learn how to be independent, because all of the students here somehow were very dependent to their parents, their parents were very gitu ya, mengekep pisan gitu, gitu ya, di bawah ketek orang tuanya. So to be honest, as someone who were positioned as advisor, maybe, yeah, it's kind of taxing, yeah. I have to look at this kind of student and their parents like this, and somehow some parents just do not want to know about their children, and then that's what makes the children got even more stressed out, because they are forced to, like, I need to get to university as soon as possible. But I keep telling them, like, Allah knows best lah kapan kita boleh masuk uni or not gitu ya. Aku juga termasuk yang Ronin ya. Ronin bahasa Inggrisnya apa? Nggak tahu gue ya. I graduated, and then I tried to SPMB at my year, and then SNMPTN at the next year, and then I got into the next year. Why not gitu ya? Ngambil another year gitu. For me it's not an issue, while probably for some people, aduh gue anak yang ngulang setahun nih, aduh gue lebih tua dari teman-teman gue nih ya, somehow ada loh yang kayak gitu ya, some community, and that's really okay ya during my time. Iya kayak nih. Ya, and somehow itu juga part of peer pressure sebenarnya ya. Peer pressure, they keep saying their friends, my friends go to this uni, and I'm the only one who has not. Are you sure you're the only one who has not? Yeah. Probably it's only in your circle. You have to see on the bigger picture, on the same year on you. Banyak juga kok buktinya ada yang di sini kan nangkring gitu ya. I have to make them like look around you, not only just your circle gitu ya. So it's kind of intriguing for me to answer, because I'm facing those kind of children here gitu. And about choosing about your happiness, you're mature enough to think about that. Not everyone can make such decision, in my opinion. Yeah, it's not easy. It's not easy to choose to be independent from your family. So it's something to be appreciated for. Okay, anyone want to comment on his experience? Itu ada Richman tuh. Kita hore dulu ya Kak Jia.
Ya, silakan.
Mute.
Yeah, how about right now? Do you hear me, guys?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yes.
Well, I just wanna share like my experience. RD, I think it's resonates with my experience. Like right now in 2025, I realized that college is very, very important. First of all, like I spent maybe like I complete my high school for 5 years, and commonly like many teenager like they complete high school for 4 years, but I complete for 5 years. So and I realized like after completing high school, I only end up having like blue collar jobs, and whilst I only get like a job in constructors and also like to be like waitress. So I realized that having a college degree actually is not guaranteed that you can get like a white collar jobs, but I believe that maybe my life is will be a better. In high school, I remember I didn't think so. That I think college is not important. Even like I lived my second years in high school like to travel. Like I travel to other countries. I live with my partners together. But right now, I realize that yes, like I'm not sure that's like like the level, like the good level of universities, is it important or not? But I believe as long as I got education, I got maybe like associate degree or bachelor degree, I think it's enough for me right now. So yes, I totally agree with you guys that have that like going into college or university is very, very important for improvements and for our futures. Maybe that's all. I just want to add something.
Thank you, rich man. Hope you be a rich man
Mm.
soon.
Thank you so much.
Okay, a little bit before I forgot. So, aside from like, I think the to me having a degree is more into it's more about add value about you. So you gain more value about yourself, and which when you put that degree in your CV, the company can see, this is your this is how your value is. Gitu. Just so it may not change someone's fate like suddenly ya tiba-tiba dung 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 tajir enggak kan ya gitu. Like me, I already have my master degree before I'm taking the current one, and I'm still like this. I mean in term of money ya, in term of money, aku mah alhamdulillah pas-pasan. I don't have any loan. Actually, I'm very happy with that, and I feel like I still feel fulfilled. Yeah, although I do not do my master degree in environmental engineering, I have nothing to do with that actually up to now. But those experience that I passed through those years, during my bachelor and master degree, what shaped me now, and that how people view me right now. I don't know why everyone who saw me keep thinking that I'm a lecturer for something. I don't know. I never said that I'm a lecturer, but everyone keep thinking that I'm a lecturer. That's because like probably my mother too, yeah, influenced me on how I speak and how I behave. But those actually the experience of the degrees that what adds your value. So that's why it's important. I think so too. Okay, Kazia.
Yeah, I think you're gonna be really good advisor, like all the parents that you teach their children, they kind of push their children. I was thinking, do they think Wawa it's a Hermione from Hogwarts? So she can make a magic and make the children go to the
Wingardium
university.
Leviosa.
But yeah, Andre, I believe that your mindset and how you value yourself is gonna reflect to others to reflect on how they value you. Like what we were saying, that in your CV they can see that your degree, but to prove to them that you deserve that degree is yourself. It's not someone else to asking for that. Actually, I passed going to University of Indonesia, but I only spent 1 year there and I dropped out. I left the study because I choose my happiness than what the study that I don't really like. But after that, I continued to gain study. I stopped for 4 years working with international non-government organization, and then I continued to take communication in private university. And after that, people keep asking what you're going. I'm just gonna be a housewife, and they say that's your dream. Yeah, what's wrong with that? And even I'm housewife, and then say, why you being housewife and you going for your master in University of the People? Because I want, not because the degree itself, but because if I wasting my time for 2 years doing nothing, then I wasting 2 years chasing my dreams. It's much better than, because if you say, if I'm gonna take this master, the 2 years gonna pass. You didn't take that master, the 2 years still gonna pass. So that's one reason. And it's not only you. I believe every teenager in Indonesia believe that after high school they should go to university.
Most of them.
And I remember one thing, because while we were saying that not everybody who have a degree they gonna be rich or something. I remember I read in Instagram they're saying that when you become a specialist in economy, it doesn't mean you're gonna be rich. There is someone who only passed elementary school, but he rich because God wanna show you that you're rich. It's coming from God, not from your degree. At least you're trying. So I'm proud of you, because God never value your how you become, but value your intention. So when you value yourself good, everybody gonna respect you.
Yeah. God didn't see the result, but the process.
Yeah.
Okay,
So
thank
you're
you,
gonna be a
Katia.
good advisor, Wawa.
I mean, I'm quite like a sumbu pendek ya kan. So yeah, I tried my best to suppress it like, Pak, anaknya. Aduh, I'm
Aku
really bad in
langsung kepikiran
communication to be
Hermione waktu kamu
honest.
ngomong gitu.
Hermione. All right, Mas Patrian, want to comment? Probably want to share from your point of view.
I think what we I used to have that same kind of feeling when you are actually comparing yourself with others. There is always somebody that you can look up to, somebody that is below you. So you basically need to be balanced. So, and I think comparing yourself to others is actually not healthy, because it is very difficult not to find balance. Yeah, sometimes you are just I want this and this and this. You're just making you envious, or at the same time, if you look down too much, you just get demotivated. So I think the most important thing is you just compare yourself. You just need to be better every now and then. Tomorrow should be better than today. And if you really want to be more strategic, you should make your 1 year, 3 years, 5 years, 10 years, what I want to do with my life. And actually that's actually one of the things that I think during my reflection time that I mentioned before, that's the, because I have so much free time, I can do this. I want to do this, I want to do this is what I want to achieve, the 525 rules. I think we all have so many things that we want to have in our life, but have we ever tried to, prioritize things that really matters, things that actually can make us live our life better, like Kak Gia mentioned. Being in the university is really what we want, what actually give us satisfaction, what is actually useful for the people around us. Perhaps not that, perhaps it's something else. So never compare yourself to others. Just compare yourself to what you really want. I think that's the key.
Wise. I love wise people. Here, thank you for being here. Actually, and yeah, I totally agree with Kak Gia and Mas Fatrian, and also I think, is it because we are old? I mean, we have youngsters here. We have Andri and we have Richman. They're very very young, especially Richman. He just like graduated from high school this year, so he's totally like a newbie here as a university student, and he took like a very brave step, in my opinion, like taking an associate degree in a university that probably Indonesia have, I mean, acknowledged already. However, it's not a real recognized, yeah, recognized as in nationally, like as oh, not everyone know you people, right? Like everyone keep asking, what is you people? What is that legit? Etc. Etc. But he could already plan his future. Like, I'm going to take this for this year, and then I'm going to take that for the other year. I'm gonna wait. Like, if I have to, like, ya udah qadarullah ya sekarang maksudnya. But that's a very good thing ya. Kayak I have a friend like that too. Like, she planned just like Mas Fatrian said, like in this 5 years, and then in the 10 years, and the 15 years, and she is now doing what she planned back then. She is now currently the lecturer in biology in my place in university on doing my bachelor. So I'm, wow. So planning, yeah. Although Allah can always, God can always like put you in different situation, but planning also part like Allah saw you, you saw what you are trying to do, saw your progress, and then he granted it at the end of the day gitu ya. Maksudnya planning is part of how Allah will evaluate you on you pursuing it. Gitu. So Richmond already did a very special thing, to be honest, on your age, yeah. Okay, now Carlos is finally here with us after driving. Yeah. Okay. And
Hello, hello.
the question.
Actually, I'm still having my dinner.
Ah. Happy
But it's
dinner.
okay.
Nyambi ya, nyambi ya.
Nyambi, nyambi. Oh, by the way, Siva, I think I've seen you once. During the, I cannot remember exactly, but there was one time you all people had like a conversation with a student. Was that
Ah,
you?
yes, yes, I think yes.
Yang session
I
itu
think
ya
that
bukan
was
sih?
you. Yeah, because
Yeah.
I can recognize it from your voice because your voice is so distinct. And
Yeah,
yeah.
actually, I have a list. I have a list. I have to admit that I have a list.
Oh, okay. Before by the way, Kak Wanda, is it true that I should answer number one
Yeah.
for the question?
Why?
Oh, okay.
Why though?
Before
Yeah.
before
Yeah. I
I
choose.
continue to answer, can
Yeah.
I ask Kak Siva? Is
Okay.
that your name, Kak Siva?
We call him
Well,
Rich
actually,
Man.
just call me a rich man. Actually, Ziva is
Man.
this is like my my mother's names, and Abdul's is my
Father.
father's names, and Richman is my name. So Abdul is like surnames.
So
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
your first name? What is your first name?
Richman. So like Siva is like my mother's names, like side
Okay.
from my mother's side, and Abdul's like from my father's names. Like my father's actually from Middle East, so like Abdul is like my father's side, and Richman is my name.
All right, Rich
Your
Man.
own name.
All right.
Okay.
Oh, that's a very very good name. By the way, may I know how did you get interviewed by the UO people
Itu yang ambassador
that
itu kan, bukan?
Oh,
Through the ambassador thingy.
through the ambassador, or how did you get?
Oh well, actually, I think, actually, like I just graduated in 2025 and in high schools, and I spent like 5 years, and I just told him that I need to go to college. There's no college who want to accept me, and I went to Koi College. I went to, well, actually, I used to live in Georgia in Alana, so there's no like college that accept me. So like, I have to back to my own country, and maybe like so I just like do a college, maybe like yes, in the college, and because like it's cheaper like living in Indonesia, so that's why I joined this online platform.
I see. And then, did you message the student advisor to get
Interview.
the approval to be interviewed, or how did you get the chance to be in that moment? In that
Oh well,
session?
I'm not sure about that, but they reach me out. Yeah, things like
Oh,
that.
okay.
Like yeah, they reach me
Mhm.
out, and yeah, yes, I can join the links. Yeah, maybe that's
Oh.
all, Carlos. Yeah.
Ah, I see.
Hey, by the way, Carlos, when you join the WhatsApp group, I noticed like, are you Spanish? Because like your name is Carlos Roberto.
All right. Okay.
Yes.
Well, yeah. Because my parents, I guess they love football and also music at the same time. So last
Korban ya.
my yeah, yeah. So that's why my parents they gave me Carlos Roberto. Actually, my last name is Anugrah. So Roberto is my middle name. So Carlos Roberto Anugrah. Trihatmaja, that's my very last name.
You have four.
Okay, thank you.
All right.
Thank you so much, Kak Richman. Okay, okay. All right, so okay. So I think I'm gonna answer number one, yeah, Kak
Yeah.
Wanda.
What is one life
One.
lesson you've learned from a mistake?
Okay. All right. Okay. So I think one life lesson I've learned is do not rush. Do not rush. Okay. So if I could go back to 2022, 2022, yeah, 2022. Okay. So I wish I could learn more about financial education earlier. Because what? Because when I was in 2022, that was the time when I researched about the University of the People. And then I also was so happy because when I joined the MBA program, I received, like uh, lessons about, not lessons, I mean course about financial management and then accounting for managers or like something like that. And then I say to myself like, oh, I wish I could get these courses earlier because it is very very useful. I mean, uh, when we were at school, the teachers and the school did not teach us about financial management
Literacy.
very deeply, and they did not teach us about how to manage our outcomes or our income wisely. So when I entered the UO People MBA, I feel like, oh, well, thank God I could learn about the uh, financial management and also accounting, something like that. But the thing is, at at that time when I was in 2022, I also wanted to buy a property. I mean, I wanted to have a house. I wanted to have my own house. And then I decided in 2022 to buy my own house for the first time, but I used the KPR. KPR is like the mortgage, yeah, mortgage loan or home ownership credit, something like that lah, KPR. And then I at the time I learned about KPR and then I learned about the interest rate and then I learned everything about KPR, but I haven't got enough knowledge about financial management. Well, actually, before you guys take KPR, or I don't know, maybe some of you have already taken KPR or not, I don't know. But actually, before you decide to take KPR, you must have a solid financial foundation first, especially personal finance. So you need to know how to save your money. You need to know how to invest your money before you take the KPR, because KPR is a very long loan. It's basically like long period of loan. So but in 2022 I think I was like being too rush maybe, because like before COVID I have already said to myself like I should have a house already by the age of 30 if something like that. So it's like a personal goal, like a personal target for my life. And then but I realized that my action was a bit too terburu-buru, something like that. I actually should have uh, learned more about how to manage my uh, my personal financial first, and make it more solid before finally I decide to take the KPR. And I wish I could actually not take the KPR at the time, but if I knew it earlier, maybe in 2022, if I knew it earlier about this financial knowledge and blah blah blah, maybe at the time I instead of taking KPR, maybe I could just make more income from maybe my job or my side hustles, and then I put my money in the right investments, and then I can probably maybe 5 or 10 years from now, maybe I can buy a house without having to take the KPR. But maybe I can just have it by cash, or by maybe just like with like maybe 1 or 2 years period. I mean, the tenor will be only like 2 or maximum 3 years, something like that. So yeah, I think that's the thing that I would like to share. So before you get enough knowledge about something, do not rush. So think about it like a very, very long term before you decide to take something big. And for your information, right now I decide not to live in that house, but I decided to rent it instead of living in that house. So I decided to rent it, and I decided to uh, to make it like a passive income for me, something like that. But I wish I could know about this information earlier, so I could have better financial management for my life, and also yeah for for my life, I mean. And I also can give more knowledge and give more information, more useful information to my friends who are also taking KPR right now. Because having a house is not an obligation actually, but it is um, a need actually to be in a safe, to have a shelter. I mean, it is a need, a basic need for people to have a shelter. But to own a house in the when you were still young, I think it is not a mandatory. You can just rent a house first while you are managing your personal finance, and when you are ready, you can just buy that house cash, something like that. I'm sorry,
Okay.
because I need to think about what is the right vocabulary.
It's totally fine, right? And it's also
Something like that.
I
Okay.
mean, I should have told you that you are given 3 minutes max, but it's okay. 3 minutes max, but it's okay because I get what you mean. And to be frank, in Indonesian education, we really lack of financial literacy. To be honest, jangankan
Exactly.
financial literacy ya, literacy skills biasa aja udah miskin banget sekarang ya kan. So ya, komo financial literacy gitu. So I think that was also one what do you call it? Not one lesson, but a thought that I've learned this past year. Well, although I do not have the money to invest my money anywhere, but I learned that when I got this salary, I could have put my money like this before. Like before, yeah. When I used to think that I can just like, yeah, I did a good thing before. Like I invested in buying gold like that, yeah. And at my worst time, I sell it in a high price, right? It's a good investment. But I learned it quite late. So it was during 2019, I guess. No. Yeah, 2019, and I only had several years to what do you call it? Yeah, plan my money and that goal. And I only got several grams, to be honest. Yeah, not until 1 kilogram. Yeah, not until that. But it was plenty helpful for me. But if I learned this from during my university, probably, yeah. During that time, teaching, tutoring international student, I got like at least 150K per 90 minutes. 2010, yeah, I started teaching, tutoring. And then what if I try to keep like 10,000 ke ya every day, kan I could have my own no, tabungan bahasa Inggris apa? Aku tiba-tiba lupa. Yeah.
Saving
Yeah,
account
I have
maybe,
my
bank
saving,
account,
yeah.
bank account.
Probably not a bank account, but maybe my saving, I can do that. But no, I think because I was poor, I think like what money to save, yeah. But being poor doesn't have anything with that. If I have money that can keep me from hunger, yeah, that's enough. Then I can save the rest of it if I can. Like nggak usah 10,000 deh, 1,000 juga boleh kan sebenarnya. But because we do not have that financial literacy and keep thinking that I was poor compared to my friend, of course, and I am literally poor, yeah, back then. So I didn't think about anything about financial literacy. But this also happens. This is why we are different with the rich people, yeah. They know exactly how to manage their money because they know they got that financial literacy based on their experience, in my opinion, ya. So and it's turun temurun, ya, makanya old money jatuhnya gitu. Dan kita juga ya old money juga miskinnya ya karena nggak ada financial literacy itu tadi. And I think Kak Carlos took MBA ya kemarin. Iya.
Yes, I took MBA. I
So
took MBA.
you and
Yeah.
Mas Fatrian had the same degree, ya. So maybe a point of view from Mas Fatrian as well, who already took MBA.
Yeah, actually, an MBA, because there is also financial management and also managerial accounting. I think those two lessons, I think the key when you want to become a manager, especially dealing with the business. So yeah, I think it's very very important, especially in today's world, to understand not only the skills with the people, but also these financial things, because I think the financial powers it become key right now. You don't have money, you don't have powers, basically. So I think you don't need to have so much money until perhaps, but at least you need to have enough so that you're not getting taken advantage of. I think that's the key. So I agree with Carlos. Having financial literacy, if you can do as less possible, that would be very good. So that's also one of the key things that I will teach to my children. Other than you need to read books, but at least I recommend that you read the Richest Man in Babylon. I think that's one of the classics. So when you get something, at least you cut 10% lah, for yourself first. So never spend all of your income. I think that's the key. That's also actually my weakness during my first younger ego years. So yeah, the key is need to have that financial literacy as soon as possible.
Thank you, Mas Fatrian. Buka Jai also took MBA, right?
Yeah.
I'm the only MED here. Ha ha ha.
Well, yeah, I think financial literacy is also important, especially if you are going to get married, because marriage is not just about loving someone that you love, but you need to manage. Marriage is like for some people that I haven't married, by the way, but some people that I have talked to, they said that marriage is like managing a company. You need to know how to manage your financial wisely. If not, then your wife or your husband, will be angry, of course, and it is like one of the causes of
Divorce.
divorce, because if if you don't know how to manage your money, if you have like debts, a lot of debts, and also um yeah, basically you don't know how to manage it, then you will ruin your company. In this case, it's your family.
True.
So I think it is very very important, and also we need to teach it to our kids one day, so they know earlier than us, and they can uh, they they don't have to be like sandwich generation. That's the thing that that is a very popular terms right now. Sandwich generation. That means like we need to uh, pay
Take care.
for
Yeah.
our life, but at the same time we need also to take care of our parents. We need to also take care of our
Siblings.
sisters, or
Mhm.
maybe our brothers, something like that. So I think we need to start uh, investing in knowledge. I mean, in financial knowledge as soon as possible. Yeah.
Okay, thank you, Kak
All right
Carlos.
then.
Yeah. All right. Actually, I extend the time because I was late, also due to my internet connection, right? And I think we had a very great session tonight. We have like four millennials here, and to help our Gen Z's youngster to look in life, yeah, to be wiser, to learn from our experience here, and also not only so we do not only practice or have a friend to talk in English, and yeah, I totally agree with what Carlos shared. About not to rush. Do not rush on making decision. Yet think carefully. I probably gonna keep reflecting on my religion because that's what happens in my life. Like if I want to decide on something, because I know I'm not exactly that religious, I will ask mami sholat istihoroh dong, jadi nyuruh mak gue. Instead of doing it
Lebih berat.
myself, ya. Maksudnya, I cannot trust myself in my sholat istihoroh to be honest, to make a decision, because I am afraid that my personal emotion will affect it, right? So I need
You're
someone
not
with,
the only one.
yeah. So I keep mami yang sholat istihoroh ya, yang yeah. So she's the one who doing the prayer, and I will just like accept whatever result that she's saying. And I also do pro and cons before I took my decision. I'm quite like too hard in thinking when I put a decision. In my psychological test result is like I may seem like a apa namanya lambat dalam membuat keputusan, ya apa ya. Jadi terkesannya kayak lambat berpikir, padahal aku berpikirnya terlalu banyak berpikir, overthinking, tapi overthinkingnya itu overly logicking everything gitu. Padahal not everything can be thought logically, right? Yeah, in life gitu ya. So yeah, the same thing with money. Like how no matter how great your financial literacy or financial planning, when God say gitu ya, actually, but we already tried our best, to be honest ya. Itu yang paling penting. Makanya tadi Kak Jia bilang, God see what we Kak Dia apa Mas Fatrian ya, pokoknya either one of you ya, yang dilihat itu ya prosesnya, your intention, and then not the result. We already tried, and when we failed, it's not our fault. It's something that God wanna teach us. That's the challenge that what Mas Fatrian also mentioned at the beginning. So I'm really grateful for tonight. We have a very deep conversation. Although this is supposed to be like a fun session, yeah. This is supposed to be a fun session, but I feel fun. I feel the fun of it. Yeah, I feel like I gain more value, and I keep remembering of, oh yeah, I remember the story about when you create a business, and this businessman is from Egypt. He create a business from ayam petelur, ya, from hens, and then he created like, let's make a group of 10, and remember that the way we divide our money is by 30% for business, 30% for this, and I remember correctly, like 30% is for God, no matter what. So mau berapapun hasilnya, 30% for God, yaitu pokoknya semuanya tentang social thing ya, zakat or anything infak. So and he is one of the biggest name there, yeah, in Egypt. Like he has a university, he create the a rail for train, etc., etc. Like, wow, yeah, the power of remembering God in part of our
He
business
influenced
plan,
in
yeah,
that.
yeah, including involving God in our business plan is a will affect us greatly. Okay, so yeah, no matter what religion, so every time I see people like they when they involve God in their plan, something big always happen to them.
Well, can I add something?
Yeah, sure.
Because Kala say he didn't married
He isn't
and
married yet, not didn't ya. Dia kan nggak cus ya, Kak. Isn't married yet.
it's not. Yeah, I used to say to many of youngsters that marriage is not an end of your life; it's the beginning of your life. But it's not only involve money, but it also involve communication to understand each other. Because if it's only money and you don't understand, it's meaningless. And your spouse is not an angel to read your mind every time you get angry. I used to say that to my friend when she talked to me and say, "My husband is like this, like this, like this." Your husband didn't know you're angry, and you're supposed to think that. After I saying like that, I hung up the phone, and my husband say, "Oh, the angel is very great. Understand woman." So actually, you need understanding, and communication is the best.
Communication adalah kunci, ya.
Yeah.
Kunci. I think in every type of relationship, communication is like the key to keep us connected, yeah. And I'm not a person who is married yet too, because I know like what baggage I'm bringing, ya kan, and then the deal what I will be facing later, and then etc. etc. But I'm not pushing myself like I have to get married or etc. No, but I know that my friends probably like also have similar situation, and then the thing is that why economy issue is one of the causes of divorce is that because mostly the kepala keluarganya itu yang tidak bisa keep up ya, yang nggak bisa yang bertanggung jawab di situ, and they break down on their own tiba-tiba gitu ya, breakdown bla 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 bla, udah lah, and they do not want to. I get that, yeah, kayak Mas Fatrian said, they have their own ego, yeah, they have their own ego, being a man, yeah, being the provider, etc., etc. Yeah, if you have that ego, then you think with your brain lah, Pak, ya nggak sih? Gitu. Don't think with your emotion, gitu sebenarnya harusnya. But however, it seems like I remember something that when we say a thing about PMS, and then someone said during PMS a girl is actually being a man because our testosterone like raising, ya nggak sih? So our behavior during PMS is exactly like being a man. So yeah, reflect on that, guys. Gitu ya. So so I think okay, I need to close it. It's already 9:20 now, and we have like less members than our first time, but we still like apa terjadi extension of time. I'm really happy, and in Sunday we'll have another session, but I already created that for another group. But if it's like today when the people is not available, you guys are welcome to join. Mau jadi tim hore boleh lagi kan, Ritzman, it's okay. I'm really glad to have you there in every of my session. You liven up the session as well. And if you guys have any question or has any ideas about the session, I'm open to ideas. And I probably won't not plotting groups again like this week's. I will just open the time that I'm opening, like I will have session in these days, and which one of you want to join like that, because it turns out grouping them they cannot come, ya kan. So yeah, Papa, I'm just open for any on those time, and I'll announce it probably on Sunday. Okay, I want to have some screenshots. Screenshot
By
before
the
we
way,
close. Yes.
Kak Wanda,
Mm-hmm.
is it possible if one day we invite like a native speaker, for example, like maybe one of our friends to give like a tutor for us in English speaking, maybe, or maybe if possible, can we maybe ask one of the UO people instructor that we know really well, of course, if he or she is willing to speak for us, the UO people, I mean the UISC, the UO people Indonesian student community, to speak something like maybe to not only about tutor about English, but to equip us with some maybe knowledge or something that maybe can be useful for us as a graduate student. What do you think? Is it possible?
Well, I have a friend, Billy, my friend, my American Korean American friend. So he's actually the one that provided us about a capstone for MED last term, I think. He's a native, of course. He's a native, and then if for about the instructor, actually the UO people itself, they do not acknowledge our community, so I'm not sure about that if I bring the name of the community. Okay, so but I'm not sure if you have any recommendation, who will the instructor will be, then you probably can just mention the name, and if you can approach them, then you may do so. But in holding it in the name under UISC, I am not part of the organization anymore. I'm so happy. So I just lift up my burden. Actually, we have a new president right now, right? On Saturday, the announcement will be posted in on Instagram. So maybe you can probably suggest that kind of event on the next generation. But during my English session, I probably, if you want to have a native speaker, how native do you want?
I think native, maybe it could be American or Englishman or something like that. Yeah, just to share about speaking English. But when I suggest about UO people instructor,
Mhm.
probably he or she can give more just about English speaking. Probably he or she can give insights or can give us more maybe sharing about how to compete in the marketplace as a graduate student of UO people, something like that, maybe. But
Mm.
if it's not possible for a UO people instructor to do that, maybe just a native speaker from the countries that the primary language is English can sometimes can join us just to give us like insights or something about speaking English tips for speaking English, something like that. But
Okay.
well, it's up to Kak Wawa, of course, because this is your Kak Wawa show. This is Kak Wawa show.
Yeah. So this session, I didn't expect that many people actually was interested uh, for it. So I was kind of overwhelmed about scheduling it. And then your suggestion is ditampung by me. Okay. And now let's close it with some poses. Ha ha ha. Cheese. 1, 2, 3. Eh? Okay. Thank you very much for tonight. See you again next session. Thank you Mas Patrian, Kak Jia, Kak Andri, Kak Richman, Kak Carlos.
Thank you semua.
Thank you, Kawanda, Kak Jia, Kak
Wah, ditunggu
Sofia,
rekomendasi
Kak
animenya ya.
Oh
Richman,
yeah,
Kak
alright.
Andri.
Bye bye.